This is my third day of filming. I don't know why my voice is so scratchy right now. Yesterday I was saying that I wanted to do more of a true crime situation. I wanted to do something where I could focus on one case, but I'm thinking because I ran out of time and I was super busy with other stuff last night, that I want to find one of those top 10 murders you've never heard of or something like that, and do my makeup a little bit if I can while I do it. We will go ahead, and I'm on my laptop right now just underneath you, and let's say 10 murders you haven't heard of. Thank you, Google. Gruesome? Creepy? Yeah. Okay, let's do the 10 of the creepiest murder cases you've never heard of. This is vocalmeat.media. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not too weird. All right, so, well, first I'm just going to put my hair up real quick. I am back. All right, I do need a primer, and I need to do my face. I should have done this beforehand. I want to try, and I know I have it in here because I just got it. It's the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Primer. I'm probably not going to show you all the shit that I put on because I'm doing other stuff right now. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and rub this in as I read to you. Perhaps one of the creepiest murders to happen, or multi-murders anyway, had to be done by a woman named Belle Gunness. Gunness? G-U-N-N-E-S? Not Guinness. Gunness. This lady was a real piece of work. She would lure men out to her farm and ask them to marry her. Straightforward. Most did. When they did, she'd take out life insurance policies on them. Red flag. Have kids with them. Take life insurance policies on the kids. Ooh. And then have them all die by accident. Well, I mean, that's a big commitment. Normally you see these people and they take their life insurance policies on the husbands, get married, and then get a little excited in the first year, couple years, get rid of the guy, get the money. She is, it says kids, multiple, so this is more than 9 months she's waiting, more than a year she's waiting. This is long game. You gotta hand it to her. Eventually, insurance agencies caught on and noticed that most of them died from strychnine poisoning? By the time they caught up with what she was doing, around 40 people in total were killed. Okay, so how? Some men surely she couldn't have had kids with, right? I see Wikipedia says for at least 14 people killed. So it's thought to have killed at least 14 people, perhaps 40 or more. I feel like that number seems a little much if she's getting life insurance on all these people. It says she was doing this between 1884 and 1908. So it's not like they had the internet to cross-check all these cases, but it's a lot of people. That's a lot of life insurance. I mean, if you're going to make a career out of something, probably not the best. The number of ways she managed to lure people to her house was insane. Some were lured by ads, others by offers of a home, and even more showed up for work. You can read up on this not-so-notorious female serial killer in The Mistress of Murder Hill. It's actually pretty fascinating. Oh boy, partially unsolved. Perhaps one of the creepiest murder cases to remain partially unsolved in recent years deals with Reinert family of Ardmore, Pennsylvania. This is a case that starts off with one murder and ends with 2 more. Susan Reinert was a happy English teacher who was beloved in the local community back in the late 1970s. She had 2 healthy boys and was freshly divorced from Dr. J.C. Smith, a principal in the local school system. However, not all was what it seemed. Reinert was having an affair with a fellow teacher by the name of William Bradfield and had recently taken out a $750,000 life insurance policy payable to her paramour. Not many people knew, but it all came out after her bloodied and beaten body was found stuffed inside her trunk. Shortly after she disappeared, her 2 kids vanished as well. Her children were never found, but are presumed to be dead. Police had charged Smith and Bradfield with her murders. Both of them with her murders.
What?
So far, this probably sounds like a pretty typical case, right? Right? You're probably wondering what makes it so creepy. Well, let me know. Here we go. Principal J. Smith's past behavior is what makes it creepy. This guy was the stereotypical creepy teacher and was even called son of Satan by others in the break room. The principal? Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of principals are weird. Anyway, before he was arrested for the killing plot, he had come in contact with police for another incident. Not too far away in Chester County, police had been called after people reported Smith acting suspiciously. They searched his car and found a syringe filled with barbiturates, handguns, rope, a hooded mask, and other robbery tools. Come on. Come on, dude. Really? I guess I haven't heard of this guy. What the fuck? I thought the picture looked... There's a video clip. The guy kind of reminds me of... remember that case where he had said, oh, we're going on vacation, and then they found the whole family had been killed and placed in one of the rooms, and they were all covered, and the air conditioning was turned on real high so it would mask the decomposition, and then they thought, oh, the husband had disappeared, he was probably dead, and then they found him 30 years later. But anyway, that guy looks like this guy. Anyway, yes, this was a high school principal. They charged him with a burglary. A search of Smith's home found zoo porn, not gonna look that up, and other illicit items. Despite all this, he was not arrested for murder. It was Bradfield who got that penalty. 2 teachers surrounded by kids killed a fellow teacher. Could you imagine how the school kids' parents must have felt?
Can you imagine how anyone would have felt?
So yeah. I'm gonna watch this video clip real quick. While I do, I'm gonna do another redder shade. That first one was Grand Canyon, and it was a really red shade. I'm gonna do this pyramid one. It's it's just darker than the Grand Canyon. And then maybe I'll do this. I really want to do this red gleam. So we'll see how that turns out. All right. Be right back. All right. So that was pretty interesting. It shed a little more light on it. From what it sounds like, it was her that put the life insurance policy into place, which is weird, right? Also, it sounds like they made it sound like the ex-husband actually murdered him, or her, sorry, and the boyfriend was the mastermind of it all, which is weird, right? Who goes, hey, we can get a payout because she just made me the beneficiary of her life insurance policy. Who knows what that was all about. But it's interesting. It's interesting to note. Also, in that little article snippet that I read before, it said that, the principal was called son of Satan and all this stuff. But from what it sounded like when they interviewed some of the people, it was very... they interviewed one of the guys, I think a student, while he was there. This was after. This was like a news article or newscast after everything was said and done. And what it sounded like was that, oh, he was, you know, he was kind of strange, but he would never do anything like this. And, you know, he shouldn't be convicted of this crime because he would never have committed it. Which, you know, they always, here's the thing with me. People always say, oh, he would have never committed this crime. Or, you know, I would have never guessed that this person would have done X, Y, and Z. They would never. They were such a devoted husband. They were such a devoted whatever. They're always like, oh, he was a deacon in the church and he would never do anything like that. At the end of the day, everything's circumstantial, and I believe that anyone is capable of murder. Under the right circumstances. And not so much murder. It could be self-defense, you know, especially like crimes of passion. Going back to this case, I just don't. This obviously is different than, you know, crime of passion. No fucking way is it a crime of passion. It was premeditated. One thing it said in the news report is that, you know, police are saying, well, at least then, they were saying that the case won't be over until we find out what happened to the kids. So, this is my finished look. So, that was the list of 10 creepy, weird murders. I only went through 3. It was a lot. I'm probably going to have to focus on one murder at a time, for sure. But I'm thinking of doing this kind of thing maybe once a week. A murder once a week, maybe something else once a week. Tomorrow I'm going to focus on my editing, trying to edit the videos that I have so far. So I probably have, I have a good 2.5 hours to go through, which it adds up really quick. It is really easy to just keep fucking talking and talking and talking and talking. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm getting more comfortable. I have to figure out what I'm going to use, what I'm going to cut out when it comes to actually what I'm doing on my face. But yeah, these were some pretty intense ones so far. Yeah, the world sucks. No wonder I have anxiety. So yeah, that's me for today. Hopefully I can soon figure out what to say at the beginning and the end. Probably takes a while. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching. If I put this up, probably won't, but we will see. And yeah, bye. Stop.